Have you ever looked at the design and just thought to yourself, wow, this just looks right? That feeling comes when you have very good typography. The way words are designed can completely change how one perceives a message. And so we are going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about typography. What is it, how to use it, and how to make your designs look amazing while using it. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam and I make motion graphics and graphic design related content right here on YouTube. And if there is something that interests you, please remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you're a designer, animator, editor, typography is one of the skills that you have to master to be very, very good at your craft. And in this video, we're going to go through typography, the key principles, how to pick your fonts and how to use your font and how to make your typography talk in your designs. So typography is the art of arranging type, the way the type interact, looks, and feel when you arrange them on either a piece of paper or digitally for like digital media. And not just about choosing a font or the font style, it's about communication. Every curve, every line, every arrangement passes a message and it tells a story. Not just about choosing font and just leaving it there. It's about passing emotion and influencing people to actually be invested in the story that you're going to tell based on the typography that you use. And let's take the word love for example, and if I type it like this and I write it in this gothic font, it looks dark and gloomy and edgy. And that is the emotion that the font conveys. So now let's change it into like a handwritten style or a handwritten kind of font. Now you can see it feels more expressive, it is more emotional, it feels more like romantic when written like this. And if I change it to like a bold sans font like this, you can see that it feels modern and it conveys very different emotion to the remaining two. Now let's talk about typeface versus font. Now I get a lot of people confused the two of them. They just call this a font a typeface and call a typeface a font. But there's a difference. The typeface is the family that contains the font, and the font is the individual variations of a typeface. For example, let's take Helvetica for example. You can use Helvetica regular, and that is a font, and you can also use Helvetica bold. That is also a font, but that is under the broad term Helvetica. So Helvetica is the typeface and the bold, italic, regular are fonts under the head Helvetica. Every typeface has its own emotion and personality that it conveys. Serif fonts feel traditional and reliable. They are perfect for brands that want to convey like authority in a particular space, and it's also very good for books. The sans serif font is one that you'll be very, very conversant with because you see it everywhere. It's used for websites, it's used for modern logos, it looks clean, it looks modern, and it's very, very good for digital screens. The script font mimics handwriting. It's very, very beautiful and when you see it, and it feels personal and it conveys a lot of emotion when actually you use a script font. And now for display fonts are out there, they are creative. You see them a lot for posters and for headlines, and it's very easy to catch your attention, and that's what display fonts are actually used and meant for. Now that we know the type, let's talk about the rules that make typography look professional. Number one is hierarchy. Hierarchy tells your audience what to look at first. So it uses the size, uses the color, and uses the weight to show the importance of information based on the differences in those metrics. Secondly, I'm going to talk about kerning. Kerning is the space between individual letters. So you can see the space between the W and the A here. That middle space that there's nothing inside, that is what kerning is. So for some text, you have to increase your kerning, and for text, you have to reduce your kerning. Next thing I'm going to talk about is leading. Leading is also known as line spaces. That is the spacing between your line. Too tight and it looks clustered and scattered. Too far apart, it looks disjointed. So you have to put your line spacing in a way that it actually looks together and it looks beautiful at the same time. And finally, tracking. Tracking changes the space across words or line and is very, very useful for headlines. So now let's talk about why typography matters. For example, Coca-Cola looks timeless and it looks classic because of this simple, classic script fonts. Netflix looks bold and modern because of the sans serif fonts that it uses. Same thing you can actually say about Nike. The right typeface can make your message instantly recognizable without even reading the words. And the opposite also the case. The wrong typeface can make your brand easily forgettable and mess up your entire branding if you don't pick the right typeface. Now let's talk about choosing the right font. How do you know that this font is right for you or this font is right for the company that you're working on? Now I'm going to tell you to ask yourself 3 things. What am I trying to create? Who is the audience? And where is it going to appear? Is it going to be printed? Is it going to be on a display? What is my mode or my medium of transmitting this information? For example, let's say your customer or you are a tech influencer or a tech brand or you're designing for a tech startup. Your go-to font should be sans serif because it looks clean, it looks modern, it is better for displays and it's better for the digital medium. Let's say you're working for a law firm. Law firms have to connote authoritativeness. They have to show that yes, they actually know what they are doing. So for that like this, you need like a serif font. And if you look at the biggest law firms in the world, they all use serif fonts. And finally, if you're designing for children, you have a kids channel or your business is going towards children, you need more display fonts, more fun fonts. Like if you look at the 𝗂𝗂𝗪𝗏 logo, for example, you cannot see any bold this thing. It's a very clean font that the children can actually relate to. Now let's talk about what not to do when working with fonts, because I see a lot of people that mess up a lot of times with the use of fonts. Now, number 1 thing you should never do with font is don't use too many fonts. Just stick with 2 and at most 3 fonts. When you are piling up different fonts on one particular design, it starts to look very ugly. Number 2, do not stretch or do not squeeze the font. It literally ruins the proportion. If you have to scale up a font, it's better you scale it up uniformly than stretching it and squeezing it to just make sure it fits this particular thing. I don't recommend it. Number 3, do not ignore spacing. Poor kerning can ruin readability. You need to be able to distinctively read the letters. Please do not mess up your kerning. Number 4, avoid overusing fancy effects. Simplicity wins and simplicity is key. Typography isn't just about choosing pretty fonts. It's about how you make fonts speak visually. And when you master it, your designs will stand out instantly. So if you found this video helpful, please remember like, share and subscribe to this channel. In the next video on this series, I'm going to be talking about aligning of your fonts and how to align your fonts very well for whatever you're doing and whatever it's going to be used for. So in the comment section, you can tell me what fonts you like using. Personally, I like using Poppins, I like 𝗵𝗲𝗪𝗍𝗍, and I like Typography. So let me know what your favorite font is in the comment section and I would love to hear from you. So from now to my next video, remember, improve every day, grow constantly and relentlessly. I love you guys.